What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about how narcissists pretend to support you, but they're jealous of you at the same time. And I notice this a lot when they put on the act of, empathy and showing support and wanting to give you a helping hand with something, or they offer up certain types of advice. But notice that when they offer to help you with something, it's kind of like they're trying to outdo you because they're jealous of the way you do it so well and you make it look so easy. They like how much people admire you for doing things a certain way. So they want that kind of attention as well. So what they do is pretend like they're supporting you and giving you a hand so that you could take a load off, and they'll take it up from there. But what they're really trying to do is mimic you, copy you, so they can be you, because they crave that attention. They crave that attention so bad, which is jealousy. They have to pretend like they have empathy. But at the same time, they don't have empathy. If anything, it's nothing but envy. They envy you because you're so good at what you do. They're jealous of you, and no matter how hard they try, it'll never come off as genuine. It's going to always look like a desperate attempt to be someone who they're not. And a lot of times it's like they will exhaust themselves trying to keep up with you and outshine you, outdo you, outrace you. They always want to come out on top. But then the moment you go in a different direction, they become lost because now they don't know who they are anymore. They try so hard to be someone who they're not. Soon as you disappear on them, they don't know who they are. They're lost. you know, and this makes the narcissist very miserable. They're miserable with who they are, so they have to pretend like they're someone else in order to be noticed, in order to be loved and appreciated and accepted. And the whole while, what they're doing is they're being someone different every time they come around. You don't know whose character they're taking on for the moment. They always show you this different side of them. I was having a conversation with a lady at work. Now let me backtrack y'all real quick, because I haven't updated y'all on, stuff from work, because I don't want to overload y'all with things that are going on only in my personal life with work. But I could give you a good example from this. So I got a promotion about 3 months ago. And this promotion, it didn't come easy. It didn't come overnight. I worked my behind off for this. I struggled for this, and Lord knows I needed the money. Y'all know that. For as many times as I've asked for donations on here. So, you know, I just really feel like it's my season right now. And I'm saying that in the most humble way. It took a long time to get here, but I really appreciate it. I'm grateful, and I'm just thanking God every day from where I'm at, from where He brought me from to where I'm at now. So I told y'all that I was working this position for 4 years. And the narc who's over all of that, they never really seen it in me to let me, um, wear the title as I should have been, so that I could get the money that I should have been earning for it. Because narcissists, they want to keep you in a box. They want to portray you as doing so well, only for so long, but not enough to outshine them. So, if they let you go for so far, you're going to reap the benefits of it. And they can't have that happen because it's going to diminish their image. But anyway, I got the promotion, and, the money right along with it. So that's a good thing. And pretty soon I'll be in a new car. God say the same, which I'm really believing that it's going to happen. I'm really feeling it in my spirit. I already know, you could take this as a testimony from me right now. I can go deeper into that, but I'm going to say that for another video. But anyway, Back to the jealous narcissist. The narcissist where I'm at now, like I got my own site now. And when we working at food service, we call it our own school. But so it can be either or. I got my own school now, my own office. I never thought that I would have an office in EBR. So I got my office now, and where I have a office. I don't even really like to claim those things as my, especially when you're working in a system. You know, you you work in a position. My thing is, I was never paid for the position I was working for 4 years straight. I worked this position. A lot of the things I learned on my own. I didn't get the proper training because, again, they don't want you to know so much. But these jealous narcissists, they see how quickly you catch on to things. It's like there's no room for admiration with a narcissist. Only envy. I'm jealous of you. I want to be like you. I want that. They want everything you have. But they don't want to go through what you went through to get there. See, they just want the easy way out. They want the credit. They want the part that, to where you get the reward, but you don't have to do anything to earn the reward. Narcissists feel so entitled to where, their eyes are big. Their eyes are way bigger than their heart. They just want everything they see. So, thing about it is, it wasn't easy. And I've shared a little bit of that with this lady that works at the school. And the lady, she's a custodian. And the thing about it is, it's like, when you could do so much, you could cover so much of the ground. You could do the office work. You can be the lead tech. You can be you could be a prep. You can cook some things. You can serve well. Your presentations are amazing. You know, everything is just it just deserves a compliment. And I'm not just talking about me, I'm just speaking about in general. There are people that are like that. Some narcissists, when they see that in you, it's just like they've really become jealous because they can't cover all those grounds. They're only good in one thing. Their specialty is in cleaning. So it's like when you're able to do all those different things, what they call a jack of all trades. They're jealous of that. So they exhaust themselves trying to do every single thing that you do. And it comes off as fake because they look foolish trying to pretend to be you. They're copying you, they're mimicking you to the point where they look like a damn puppet. And it's just like everything that's in my, immediate territory at work that I have to cover, it's like she make herself so available to the point to where I put these things up at work, and I'm gonna show y'all tomorrow when I get to work. When your doors to the office or to whatever part of the job you work, there's a little opening on the door, the little window. So I cover those windows because I find myself being watched too much by her now. And it's like she's constantly coming in that area where at one time, before I even got there, she wasn't allowed in that area. And now I'm kind of beginning to see why. Not that the person was totally easy, a easy person to deal with, but I kind of see why they wouldn't want her around as well, because it's just like she overstay her welcome and she just pops up unannounced, and she got this attitude as all of this is for us, all of this togetherness thing. And when she failed to realize I'm a very private person, I'm a kind of I'm the type of person, I'm to myself. I'm quiet, and I don't like to really be bothered with unnecessary company, especially unannounced company. And you're not going to barge your way into my personal space just because you feel that I'm nice. Don't mistake my niceness for you're welcome to be here anytime you want. That's not me. I'll snap you up in a minute and let you know you're doing a little bit too much and you need to give me my space. because there's only so much of people I could deal with. Because you, at some point, you get to taking on so much energy, it's just like an overload, and I'd rather not deal with that, for too much time in the day. And I'm not. So it's just like she just feels so entitled to me in my space and the work that I do. And it's like, stop pretending like you need to give me a hand. Because this is my area. This is what I do. You do something else and I'm not bothering you. I'm not trying to be around you. We're not friends. We're associates for the moment. And don't mistake it. And it's like I'm slowly letting her know that, you know, so that she can get it and back off, because she comes on a little strong, like they all do. You can't show a narcissist how nice you are or just be who you are without them feeling entitled to that. They expect to have it all the time. Like you can't have a bad day. And even if not a bad day, they just feel like you can't shut me out. You can't shut me out. If I want to be there, I'm going to be there. Why would you want to be bothered with somebody who don't want to be bothered with you? That's the crazy part about it. But that's how they think. So they pretend like they want to support you just to kind of take over what you do, to outshine you, because it comes from a place of jealousy, and they want other people to start to admire them the way you're admired. Don't give them too much information about you and how you got there, because all they see is that you got there. That's all they heard. They didn't hear how you got there and what it took and how hard it was. It was a long road to travel, and it was not easy. Not at all. It took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and depending on the person and the situation. But narcissists will never hear that. All they know is they want the prize. All they see is the shininess on the trophy, and they just want to have that in their possession, but they don't want to work for it. So, that's just something that I wanted to point out, is just be careful with the help that you accept from people, especially when they become so clingy and so, like they insist on helping. And it's just like anything that she see I'm preparing to do, she comes around and it's like, let me give you a hand with that. And I don't need a hand with it. I've been doing this a long time. Now I'm pretty much just, I'm not sprinting anymore. I'm pretty much just jogging now. I could show off a little bit now. I could kind of relax and lay back a little bit. Not saying, I'm saying in the most humble way. I'm not bragging or nothing. But I earned this. And if I want to brag, I'm going to pat myself on the back and say, you earned this and you could do that. You could say that. But, again, I'm not trying to, put it out there like that. I'm just saying that, all they see is what they see in the moment. And they pretend like they just want to help you with something because it looks so easy now. But it wasn't always this easy. It was rough for a long time, you know. And I just feel like it's my season now, and all those hard times even y'all witnessed me going through. I went through that. I ate that. I did. And I put my pride aside and I asked for help when I needed the help. I try to let the spirit guide me into the right direction of things. And I did it in order. I didn't get out of order. I didn't try to cheat my way into nothing. If anything, they cheated me, because they had to do a whole investigation on finding out why wasn't I recommended for this position for 4 years straight, but I was working it. I wasn't, they had to see if they could compensate me for back pay, all that, all that, and I just woke up one day and all of this happened. So we all have our time. We all have our day. We got our day for good karma and we got our day for bad karma. And one day we got to all answer to God for what we done in this lifetime. And the narcissist, it's just like they feel so on top of things and in charge, so they forget that they done so much dirt and so much hurt to people. They forget that they have to answer to that someday. We all got to answer for what we've done and the decisions we made especially if they were intentionally to hurt someone. But even this little fake niceness, and trying to pretend like you have so much empathy for people and you're so nice and kind, you know, and helpful, you got to even answer to that. Because in your heart, see, God gonna judge us by our heart, not our character. In your heart, you really feel envy and jealousy and hate, you know. And then she goes on to having a conversation with somebody else, and she mentions that when we gonna get together and go to the gun range, because I just feel the need to let off a couple of rounds. I got me some new guns, and I'm like, I don't want to hear nothing. Like, why are you here? Why are you here in my personal space while I was quiet and to myself and peace and quiet and trying to have my lunch? I'm finally off my feet taking a break, and here you come jumping on the phone, talking loud about stuff that I don't want to hear about. So I got up from out of the dining area and I went in my office because I could do that now. I could do that. I could get up and leave and I could shut things off and I don't have to be bothered with certain people and certain things or certain conversations if I don't want to. And she don't like that. She don't like that at all. Now the other school, I'm not there no more. The one where, I burned y'all ears off talking about that other narc who I was working with, the demon, the head covert over there. I go there some mornings. Some weeks I go 3 times a week for about an hour to do some work in the morning, and then I report back to my site. And some week I only go 2 days a week, which was this week. But next year I won't have to go at all. So like I say, there's been a long road to travel dealing with this type of abuse in the workplace. And I'm still there, but the reward was given to me right there in their face. Just like how I was humiliated and hurt and lied on and smeared and all that I went through. And a lot of y'all was, leave the job, leave the job, leave the job. I knew that was best that I continue to go through it for a reason. Like, I knew that I had to stay there and just be still and let God deal with it. And it wasn't easy, but it was necessary. And the reward gonna be great in the end. And this ain't even the end. This is really just the beginning. Because I got some other training to go through, and the money gonna come right along with it. They done wiped out the old heads and all the old staff in HR that was allowing so much to go on. Remember when I talked about how it all starts from the top? It starts from the top. All of them are gone. They have new people coming out here from New York. Wipe that office out. New people there. Thank God for them, because now all of us who were just looked over and not heard of, we have a voice now. And, better days are coming. Better times are here. Good things are happening. Blessings are coming. More money coming. I'm talking good money coming, and soon, real soon. But I'm going to be talking about that some more in a separate video. Just wanted to speak on that real quick on how narcissists, they pretend to want to help you. At the same time, they envy you. They're jealous of you. So be careful with the help that you allow them to give. Let them know, look here, I got it. I got it. Trust me. I don't need you for this here. This the small stuff. Let me enjoy this on my time and my way. I got it. I don't need your help. I got it now. When I needed your help, genuinely, you didn't want to be there. You wanted to see me struggle. That was a form of punishment because I wouldn't give me you. I wouldn't give myself to you. So now you think you finna have it that easy and come here and take up something that I'm really enjoying doing now, because not only is less on me, but it's even easier, so anyway, didn't mean to make this video too long. Thank y'all for watching. Leave your thoughts down below on this, and I'll talk to you soon.